Welcome to Monkey and Frank. My name is Do, and my body's Dom, and I don't have free will. I was just listening to a podcast from Sam Harris, and he was he was proving the fact that all of us don't have free will. And I find it so incredible to have such a brilliant man explaining what I thought all along. I've been saying in this podcast over and over again that I am not this body. I am not these thoughts. I am not these feelings. These belong to Mother, to this body. And it's not that it's randomness, it's just, oh man, you would have to listen to it. Because personally, I just know it from the bottom of my heart. But listening to it, it made sense. It's the idea that, like, for example, if you think of a movie right now and pick one movie, a favorite movie, do you have a choice of what came up in your awareness? No. And the movies that did come up, did you have a choice in the movies that, let's say, you didn't even see, or the movies that you didn't think of, like The Wizard of Oz? That's the example he uses. You don't decide what bubbles up into your awareness. You can choose, after they come up, and then you go back and forth, like, oh, I'm going to choose this one. No, I'm going to choose this one. No, I'm going to choose this one. Even the act of choosing is not of your choice, because it's not you that decided that you chose this movie because it's artistically better than the other one, or you chose that one because it's more scary than the other one. How did you identify what's your preference, right? It's really, and it made sense. I totally agree with him that, yeah, we don't have free will. We are the witness, the observer of this illusion of Mother. And it's not to say that when things come up and you make a decision that you're still not, the act of making a decision, right? Even though you don't have the free will to do so, the intention behind it, I really like the idea of the intention is almost like the only thing that, even then, right? If you didn't learn the act of being nice, or the action of being spiritual or whatever, is, yeah, I take that back. The only thing that you can do is be the witness, be the observer of this illusion. As things comes up, if you're able to separate yourself from your thoughts, from your being, and just observe, then to me it's such a freeing experience. And I feel like the more a person can do that, the more a person can do good in this world, because the universe is writing us, right? We are writing the universe. The universe is us. And the universe will do what it does. And if we observe it fully with all of our awareness and continue to just be here and now, that's when you can see the magic. Like, the idea that we don't have free will is actually something very magical to me. It tells me that, yeah, right? It tells me that almost like my life is not somewhat predefined, but it's magic. It's, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even know why I'm referring to you guys. I'm recording this for myself. I don't even know where I'm coming from. It really plays into the part of what I've been learning in spirituality that a lot of people say that, before you come here, you create this plan with all of the souls that are going to be involved in your life, and that you already know how everything's going to play out, and all you need to do is play it out. And somehow the action of playing this life out teaches the soul or God or something, and it grows and it gets stronger. And but it really makes you think, like, if you have no free will, why? Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's almost like, why am I not murdering everything, right? If it didn't matter, but it does, somehow. And that's the paradox, right? It's a fucking paradox, right? It always comes back to the paradox. You don't have free will, but everything matters. And, who decides if you're going to awaken or not? Am I destined to awaken in this life? Or was it predefined? And if so, well, fuck yeah, yay the paradox. Yeah. Yeah. Like, even today, I was with my family at the arena, and everything was going great. But then my daughter didn't take her nap this afternoon and just started to get moody by the end of skating. And when she got upset, it's almost like I didn't have a choice. Like, I know with spirituality that I should... Well, there's no should. There's the paradox of children is so crazy. I'm always left not knowing what to do. You try to be patient, but even through your patience, your daughter or your kids might abuse you, and you got to stop that shit. And, do I really have to stop that shit? And it really makes me observe that maybe I didn't have a choice in my reaction. And my reaction was just perfect as it was, because when we're all going to die, we're all going to be back on the other side, and it's going to be this great, beautiful family reunion, and we're going to understand why each other did this and that, because we're going to be able to see each other's life fully. Matt Fraser talks about it, and other kind of spiritual leaders, like, where you're going to be reviewing your life. You also have the ability to review all lives. You could, if you want, in that time and space, well, there's no time and space on the other side, but in that, whatever that's called, supposedly you can just, live all the lives. It's crazy. It's so complicatedly crazy that I'm left just, I let go, I surrender to the experience, because there's nothing I can do. And even like yesterday, I was talking with my parents and my sister, and we had, like, not an argument, but like a big thing about, like, Biden and Trump and Barack Obama, as if one is better than the other. I argue that Bernie Sanders was like the only person that could have made a big difference, versus the rich people that are getting richer and the middle class people that are getting poorer. That thing with the GameStop, on how finally the small people managed to make some money in that, like, kind of pyramid scheme, I call it, of fucking Wall Street, and make a lot of rich people go broke. But as soon as that happened, fucking rich people came in and decided to make laws against it, so that we can do what they did for fucking years. But anyways, yeah, I don't even know. Like that, like, we don't have a choice. Like, what can I do about these rich people, about society, about fucking politician, about wars? The only thing I can do is, like, vote. Seriously, vote. Maybe, like, buy local, like, Just little things like clean up my house, but in the grand scheme of thing, there's nothing I can do. Nothing. And even the little choices that I have are not really mine. Like the idea that I'm going to buy local. Well, if you're poor as fuck and you have no, yeah, good luck with that. It's so expensive. Or if you don't have the ability to recycle where you are. Let's say you live bumfuck nowhere and the garbage trucks don't pick up recycling. How the fuck are you going to recycle your plastic? Are you going to drive 2 hours to a city, to a location, and you're going to pay a fee to, to recycle? Like, no, like, seriously, free choice does not exist. Like, do I have a choice to tell my heart to beat or not to beat? Do I have a choice to tell my metabolism to do this so that it creates energy, or that to process my blood, or whatever it may be? Like, we have no freaking choice for nothing. And it's beautiful and terrifying at the same time. But because I already knew from the bottom of my heart that this is not my body, these are not my thoughts, these are not my feelings, it makes me feel freaking awesome. I don't know why. I really don't know why it's making me feel awesome. It's like an affirmation of what I was already thinking, but why is it making me feel awesome? Because it makes me feel like there's nothing I can do other than just trust life, trust God, trust that everything's going to be all right. Because no matter what, when we all die, like we're already dead, like when we all die, I know that Source exists, and Source is love. And that's crazy. As I'm talking with you guys now, I'm on my, like 2 weeks sober from cannabis. And one of the side effects of that is, goddamn, my saliva. Like, I've got so much saliva, it's actually annoying. When you smoke cannabis every day, your saliva kind of disappears because you always have the pasties. And it's something to get used to it. Like, I'm not a fan right now of saliva. Like, there's way too much of it. And maybe it's going to stabilize. Maybe it's something that in due time I'm going to accept it. But right now, annoying. I'm always stuck like swallowing after every freaking sentence that I speak. And another thing about like not smoking, I do miss the spiritual aspect of it, of being one with like a spirit. Like, there's something else about that. Like, I don't know about you guys, but again, I said you guys. I don't know about you, Dom, but every time you smoke and you not hear, because you don't have any voice in your head anymore. Oh yeah, that's something else. So cool. Like Samaris was thinking, like, oh, when you have thoughts, this. You didn't really do the example of like, what about people that don't have thoughts? Like me, it really does arise from nowhere. Like when he made me think of pick a movie. Like, where did that come from? Like, I really realized that it comes from nowhere. It's not my thought that decided that. It's not like I had a choice to pick whatever came up. But when you smoke cannabis, there is a part that I don't know how to explain it again. Wow, my creativity sucks. Anywho, let's switch beat. I want to send some encouragement to you, Dom. If ever you listen to this in the future, continue to breathe, my friend. Deep breath. Every breath should be freaking magical. In the here and now, when you take a deep breath, oh, what a freaking awesome feeling. And other than that, like, you got this. You've been doing great. Your patience, your courage, your here and now is doing so freaking good. I'm so proud of you, man. And yeah, we got this. So today's going to be a short one, and that's awesome. I love you, Dom, and I love you, Do. I love you, Mother. I love you, God. And I love you cold. I've had so much fun with you lately, going and doing ice dips in the Ottawa River. Oh man, you're a fucking champ. You know, when I get into the water, I don't even get that feeling. Like it's just, yeah, the cold in me, the spirit in me. This is not my body, and it's amazing. So amazing. I get to surrender to the forces of the universe. And in answer, it's answering back with love and with growth. So thank you so much, man. I am the universe. You are the universe. Love you.